back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. And what a pair of games we got for you, man. We are 2 games away from Super Bowl 60, baby. So, first game, Patriots, Broncos. Yeah, man, we got 2 young ascending quarterbacks, right? We got Drake May and Bo Nix. Wait, hold on. No, if you did not know, Bo Nix is out of here, man. Sorry, I had to get some coffee. We got Jarrett Stidham, a guy that has never started an NFL playoff game in his entire career, has never attempted a pass for the Broncos this season. And we're going to see what the heck happens, man. The Broncos team has basically had this guy's back since we found out Bo Nix would not be playing anymore this season. His coaches, his teammates have all said, oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. We got Jared. We're going to win. We're going to keep on going. And yes, man, we got Jarrett Stidham making his first start in the playoffs for the Broncos. Once again, did not attempt a single pass for the Broncos this season. But is he going to be the man that sends the Broncos back to the Super Bowl? We'll find out, baby. Let's go. Your local, I am pissed. No! Captain Dave, Jarrett Stidham. Oh, yeah, I got you. Sorry, I had to make a little bit of a bit. Had to drink a little bit of coffee, and then the brain said, oh, yeah. No. Of course, the 2 teams I hate the most are in the AFC Championship game. Why, God? Why? It's all right, man. It's all right. As long as they give us a good show, you know. And at the end of the day, both of these teams could not win the Super Bowl, man. Broncos could lose today. The Patriots could lose in 2 weeks. Who knows? It could be the Rams or the Seahawks holding that Lombardi trophy. I don't know which one. But hopefully it's one of those 2 teams. But anyway. But yeah, man, welcome everybody. Happy you're here. And we're about to get started, man. We have been doing every single playoff game this season, man. We are on a roll. We just hit over 100 streams on the year, and we're going to keep it going, man. We got this game. We got the game later today, and of course, in 2 weeks, we will be doing Super Bowl 60, baby. But let me know your predictions for this game. Who do you have? You going with Drake May? You going with Jarrett Stidham? Who you going with? Let me know. Did you hear Mike McDaniel got interviewed for the Bills? I did. Yeah. Him and Phillip Rivers apparently had an interview with the Bills, which is why. But I'm happy for Phil, man. Hopefully they paid for his flight. You know, maybe get him a couple drinks. You know, maybe got some diapers for him for the kids at home. I don't know. Honestly, I think most of Philip's kids are like over 10 years old at this point, but you never know. For the grandkid, there you go. I forgot Phillip Rivers is a grandpa. Yeah, hopefully they give him some diapers for the little one. Your local, I go for the Meteor. You know what? That's fair. At this point, after this week or the last couple years, let's be honest, I think most people would be like, you know what? Meteor doesn't sound too bad. Just running on a good platform. He's a very simple guy, straightforward, straight into the ground. You know, just saying. David, okay, I'm here. Let me get caught up. All good. And Captain Broncos advance. There we go. Yeah, sorry guys. I was having some trouble with the system here. I could not get I couldn't get it to work with the camera that I was having, so had to restart everything once again. It's the second time in like 2 weeks this has happened, so hopefully it's all good now. I did run an update and everything, so it should be fine. But yeah, otherwise I would have had this up a little bit, probably like about 20 minutes ago at least, would have had it up. So once again, sorry for being a little bit late today, but don't worry, we will be on time for the rest of the games, man. Let's go. Your local, I want the Seahawks to win now. I can't stand any of the other 3 teams. That's fair. Yeah, I think as a Packer fan, I can't root for the Seahawks, man. That's just too painful, man. That 2014 end of the season for me was just too dramatic, too traumatic. So yeah, I'm going with the old Rams here. I wouldn't mind the Broncos. It would be kind of cool to see Jarrett Stidham pull off like a Nick Foles type of victory in the Super Bowl. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so we got captain picking the Broncos. I like it. I like it. I did. I think I picked at the wild card during the wild card round. I picked the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. They just looked like one of the more complete teams in the AFC this year. That was obviously before Bo Nix broke his basically broke a bone in his ankle there. So we'll see, man. Yeah, coming into this game, man, Jarrett Stidham has only played in 20 games in the NFL, four starts. He started two games for the Raiders, and he started two games for the Denver Broncos back in 2023. That was the last time he ever started a game. He was 0 for 2 with the Raiders, and he was 1 for 1 with the Broncos. He has just under 200 career pass attempts. Has 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and has fumbled 4 times but only lost one of them. So we'll see, man. Your local, I can't believe y'all blew that game. I was in silence staring at my screen for 30 minutes. Oh my god, dude, that was man, that was a rough one, man. That was an absolute rough one. Yeah, the people that I was with, it was me, a couple cousins, and my brother. We were just watching the game, man, and it was we had two cousins that are not big Packer fans, man, but even then they were like, we're not gonna talk smack, because the rest of us were just in shock, man. We just like did not we could not believe what we were watching, man. We were so confident, especially after Morgan Burnett picked off Russell Wilson. I think that was that Russell's third interception of that game. There was like 4 or 5 minutes left, dude. We were like, oh my god, we're about to go back. Let's go. We're going to the Super Bowl, and then it just ugly. Your local, I'll take a New England here. They're just the better offense, 28-17. Okay, all right, I like it. Caught up, woohoo! Chinooks on flyover. There we go. I gotta look that up. I want to see what they look like. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Holy cow, man. Those are some massive propellers that they got. Tony Franklin interviews for center Karen Reed, Michael Foster. Oh, these are the inactives. Gotcha. Yeah, so it looks like Elijah Moore is going to be taking over Troy Franklin's basically his position on there. That's a big injury for the Broncos, man. Um, to be fair though, since it's not Bo Nix, I was going to say that's one of Bo's favorite targets there, his Oregon teammate. But yeah, man, the two Oregon Ducks, man, Bo Nix and Troy Franklin are not going to be playing in this game. Hopefully, Buffalo can get some draft picks that make sense this year. We need a stronger defense. Just not working out for us. Yeah, man. It's 100%, man. And there's been some wild hires, man. So Jeff Hafley did get hired. I was gonna say fired, hired by the Miami Dolphins as their new head coach. So the Packers have been looking for a new defensive coordinator for the last 2 or 3 days, roughly. They were looking at some guys. They ended up settling on Jonathan Gannon, who was the former DC coordinator for the Eagles. The first time they went to the Super Bowl with Sirianni, that was the Super Bowl that they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. And he's been the head coach for the Arizona Cardinals the last couple seasons. Did not end well, but the defense for the Cardinals was arguably the best part of that Cardinals team for the last 2 years. Not great, I would say, but the biggest thing with Gannon is that he doesn't really have a true set playoff philosophy, and that's usually what Matt has looked for in his D coordinators in his time there. Guys that can kind of adjust to the players that they do have. All right, we got the kickoff is away, and Batty is going to let that one go out of bounds for a touchback. Patriots kicking it off. Broncos will start with the ball. All right, we're going to get our first look at Jarrett Stidham, his first start in over 2 years. You have to go back all the way to January of 2024 when he took on the Raiders, his former team there. We're probably going to hire Rivers, man. Hey, look at it this way. With Rivers, you're getting not only a head coach, but a backup quarterback. That's bang for your money. All right, handoff up the gut, and that is good for about 1.5 yards there. You know, in this economy nowadays, man, if you can get a buy one, get one kind of thing, I'm just saying. Not saying he's going to be a good coach, but I'm just saying. Save you some money in the end. All right, we got 2nd and 9 here. Ball at the 36. Stidham under center. Fullback, running back in the backfield. A lot of motion by the receivers. Hands it off. RJ Harvey looking, and he is going to be wrapped up in the backfield for what looks like a loss of about 0.5 yard. Yeah, the Patriots with a top 5, top 3 run defense for coming into the playoffs here. They were the number 1 defense against the run for the first, I would say, 12 to 11 weeks of the season. Really dang good. All right, we got 3rd and 9 here. Stidham in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers on the left side. We're looking, running for his life. He takes a hit as he throws, and that ball is going to be incomplete. And that is going to be a quick 3 and out for the Broncos here. The Patriots inactives are linebacker Harold Landry, Afton Chisholm, Kaden Wallace, CJ Draper, Marcus Bryant, Kobe Minor, and Tommy DeVito. The Paisan inactive. Captain, appreciate you with the inactives, my man. Thank you. All right, Broncos about to punt this one away. We got 13:36 on the clock. Clock is stopped. Punt is away, and nice heck of a punt there, man. Looks like the Patriots are going to be pinned just inside the 10, right around the 8. Your local prepared for the 17-year drought again? Hopefully not. I mean, to be fair, you still have Josh Allen. You got some good weapons on that offense, though. I think they need to add some receivers to it. They got a good running core there. Like, honestly, the Buffalo Bills might have the three best top 3 running backs in that. I should say a 3 running back tandem, like Ty Johnson, Cook, and I'm trying to think of the other running back there that you guys have. But those are three really good, and they're specialized as well. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 8. Drake May under center. Hands it off to Stevenson, and he barrels through for a pickup of about 5. If you notice my handle looks different, it's because I have to fix it soon. Okay. Right on, right on. What happened, my man? Your local Allen can't save us forever, bro. Very true. Very, very true. Third running back is Gilliam. There we go. Yeah, Gilliam. They used him a lot in short yardage situations. 2nd and 5. Patriots in the eye. Hand off to the right. And that goes nowhere. 3rd and 5 coming up. That was a Singleton able to get back and knife his way in there for a no gain. I like it. All right, they're saying 3rd and 4. All right, give him a yard somehow on that one. All right, May, shotgun, has time, throws to the left, and he's nearly picked off. And Ukfana nearly able to snatch that one. How the heck did he drop it? Let me see here. So he ended up getting undercut by his own teammate there for a second. Oh, it just goes right through his hands. Yeah, the intended receiver, Stefan Diggs. That was a heck of a play there nearly a great play by Ukfana, man. Kind of read Drake's eyes, and then it just jumped on the ball, nearly undercut it perfectly to pick it off. All right. It's going to be caught right around the 41, and Marvin Mims is tackled right away by Schooler. Captain, disliked the one I have now. Okay, that's fair. I assume this would be a defensive battle. Not too surprised right now. Very true. Very, very true. We've seen the Patriots struggle offensively to begin the game. Their last 2 games, to be honest with you, very slow starts, and they tend to get better as the game goes on. Pats might stay in Denver tonight and tomorrow do a storm. Okay. Yeah. I mean the East Coast right now is getting just absolutely beat up by a pretty bad storm, man. So if you're out there or anywhere really, stay warm, be safe. Try not to go anywhere. All right. Steve, what's going on? Welcome, brother. How you doing? Will, I don't love any team here. Well, that's fair. That is fair. You could always root for chaos. That's what I do. Just give us some good entertainment. Give me some pick sixes, some fumbles, some big catches. Just make it fun. All right, guys. For the NFC Championship game, I got Rams 24, Seahawks 28. Ooh, okay. I like it. Yeah, to me, I think if any of these 2 games is going to be a shootout, I feel like that game has the potential to be the one. Yeah, you got the Rams who can be an explosive offense. They haven't truly shown it too much this postseason, and we've seen what Seattle can do. Man, they absolutely just destroyed San Francisco last week, and if they can continue to play like that on offense, I mean, their defense is going to do what it's going to do, man. Their defense has probably been not only the most consistent, one of the most consistent defenses this year, I think they've also been arguably one of the most suffocating. Just great against the run, great against the pass. So, all right, we're back here. Broncos on offense. Jarrett in the pistol. Single receiver to the right. Pressure. Avoids a sack. Rolling to his right. Delivers a throw, and that is going to be dropped. Trying to find R.J. Harvey deep down the right sideline. I like that concept, though. That was a good concept. Steve, no matter who wins, I hope the NFC, he can win the Super Bowl. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got a flag. We got a flag. Oh, so it's actually going to be on Harvey there. He stepped out of bounds, and then he ended up becoming the first player to touch the ball. So that's illegal touching, basically. 2nd and 10. Stidham alone in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers on the left. Ball at the 41. Takes the snap. Quick throw to the right side. And that is going to be inaccurate. Dropped. 3rd and 10 coming up here. All right, you're local. I believe in Seattle's defense more than the Rams' defense. I agree. Take the Carolina game, for example, allowing 31 points, but Seattle only allowed 6. True. Captain Lions roar. Mr. Jeffrey, what's going on, brother? Welcome. How you doing? Stidham versus Maine, the AFC Championship. I called it week 3. Nostra Jeffrey right there, brother. Who you got winning tonight, my man? Let me know. 3rd and 10, takes the snap. Stidham thrown deep to the right side. He's got a man. He got it inside the 10, and the Broncos will have a 1st and goal. Holy cow. Finding Marvin Mims down the field, hitting him in stride. And Christian Gonzalez barely able to bring down Mims before he got into the end zone. It's a 54-yard catch and run by the Broncos, and once again, they will be 1st and goal at around the 7 or 8 yard line. Wow. Strom, what's going on? Good morning. What's going on, buddy? Doing good, man. Trying to stay warm. I 100% agree with you. I'm right there with you, dude. Oh, yeah. Try to stay warm, man. Seastrom, who had the ball to start? Broncos did. Did the Broncos force a 4th and out already? Just hoping. Nope. So it was a quick 3 and out for the Broncos. They punted it. Patriots got the ball at their own 8 yard line. Couldn't really do much with it. Nearly got picked off on 3rd down. It would have been probably just inside the 15. And then they punted it. It was a short punt. Got the ball to 41. And then on 3rd down here, Jarrett Stidham just uncorking a freaking deep shot to get the Broncos inside the 10. So that's where we're at, baby. Looks like a great time to hop into. Nice throw and catch there, sir. You're local. Okay, Stiddy, I see you. I see you. Ooh, it's going to be a little end around to the right side. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. And he is going to be tackled right around the line of scrimmage. So probably a no gain. 2nd and goal coming up. Some friends lost power in here, Texas, but they got it back within 12 hours, so I could have been. Oh, dude. Yep, I got some family down in Texas, man, and I can't remember if it was like 3 or 4 years ago. It was during that really, really bad winter storm where, where I forgot, it was like a senator ended up left to Cancun for like a week while the state of Texas was out of power for like 2 days. And rolling to his right hand, touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton catching one at the back of the end zone, and Jarrett Stidham looking like a badass right now, man. Holy cow. 2 big throws for Jarrett Stidham. Last 2 pass attempts have gone for 60 yards and now a touchdown. Okay, all right. I like it. And the kick is good, and that is Stidham's first touchdown throw in over 2 years, man. We have to go back to January 7th of 2024. Let's go. I was really surprised Steelers hired Mike McCarthy as a head coach. I was a little bit surprised too. It kind of makes sense. Right now, apparently the Steelers are not trying to rebuild. So, older coach, more established coach, has proven that he can win in this league. And then also a local guy. Grew up in Pittsburgh. One of his first major jobs was at the University of Pittsburgh. Grew up a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so makes sense. I'm happy for Mike, man. I know he gets a lot of guff from a lot of NFL fans, man, but from the looks of it, man, Mike is a good guy. Good guy, has won a lot of football. Whether he's gotten lucky or whatever you think, the guy everywhere he goes. His teams make the playoffs almost on a consistent basis, so yeah. But I'm happy for Mike, man. I hope he has success there, man. It'd be really cool. Chris Lasso. Good afternoon, brother. Good afternoon. Seastrom, great start by Stidham. Absolutely. I think it's how it's been spelled. Stidham. I think. I think it's S-T-I-D and then ham. Ham. Mr. Jeffries, I want to see Stidham and Darnold Super Bowl Seahawks score at least. Last minute field goal in overtime to score 3-0. Hopefully it's not 3-0. Let's do 3-2. 3-2. Oh no, they have to be, if it's gonna be overtime. Let's do 5-2. The only scores in regulation are 2 safeties. And then finally, in overtime, we get a field goal. What do you think? Let me know, Jeffrey. Let me know. Your local, maybe I was wrong. Patrick, what's going on, brother? Sorry, I'm a little bit late on these super chats, man. Sorry. Looks like Patriots secondaries are jogging like Broncos are running. It takes the Patriots. They have to get the muskets. Every time they take a shot, they have to kind of put the powder back in there. They have to tamp it down. Then they gotta those muskets, man. They take forever to reload. I don't know how that joke was gonna land, but let's see. How about Brandon Bean getting promoted in Buffalo? Really like my job. The incompetent. Let's get the promo. Yeah, man, that's what I was thinking. Like, I remember somebody mentioned why the GM didn't get fired. To me, man, it made no sense why they fired McDermott, man. Like, yeah, has he won the Super Bowl? No, but neither has any other coach in Bills history. The Bills were a laughingstock from the late 90s all the way through until he got there. And it just seemed like it was like more of a politics thing where the GM and maybe some higher ups just didn't really like McDermott, and I think it had more to do with that than what his coaching results were. So, yeah, and then you get Bean getting promoted as well. I was like, I don't know. I don't like it. So, all right, Patriots on offense here. And it's going to be a throw to the right side and gets it to Stephon Diggs for a gain of 6. So do you think AAR will continue? They bring Mike? I will say this. I don't think Mike McCarthy is going to hurt if Rodgers decides to retire. I don't think that'll be the reason. I really do think that Rodgers is done. But it would be kind of funny and kind of cool to see, Mike and Rodgers for one season. That'd be kind of cool. All right, we got 2nd and 6. Hand off to the right side. And that's going to be a decent run there by Stevenson, picking up 3 out of the 4. Mr. Jeffries, 2 safeties. Nice call. I like it. There we go. There we go. David Stegosaurus. Dave, neither have any other coach in Bills history. Rude, but true. Yeah. I'm going to be a little rude today. I'm going to be a little rude. Just a little bit. You know? There you go. Rude to you guys. How do you like that? 3rd and 1. Hand off to Stevenson, and it's going to be close, but I think he got that first down. So I picked the Patriots to win, but a pick 6 here would be fun. I agree with you. I mean, we almost got a pick on that first drive for the Patriots, man. Come on. We've been getting some good picks, man, this postseason, man. I think we've had 2 pick 6s in the postseason so far. Come on, man, give us our 3rd. All right, we got May in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on that left side. Quick throw to the left side, and Stephon Diggs bouncing off a tackle, and then he's going to get tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. There we go. C-Strom, I'm picking Broncos. That's who I've wanted from the AFC since the Texans lost. There we go. Yeah, man, it would be really cool. It's a fun story to see if Jarrett Stidham could become potentially the 4th backup quarterback to win a Super Bowl with his team, because Nick Foles did it. Doug Williams did it, right, with the Skins back in the 80s. And there's one more guy, but I can't remember. I think it was a Giants player. Anyway. May, shotgun, launching one deep to the left, and it's tight coverage, and great freaking play there by the Broncos defensively, man. Just Patrick Surtain said, no. I'm still Defensive Player of the Year, at least for another week. Yeah, trying to get it out to Kayshon Boutte there. Mr. Jeffrey, so I'm thinking we do an even trade this offseason. You send us Parsons, and we'll give you Ayuk and a power plant. Throw in a... Hold on. 3rd and 12. Quick pressure, gets it out to Diggs, and he is going to be wrapped up for a gain of 2. 4th and 10 coming up. And I will accept that trade, but I do want a piece of the Golden Gate Bridge. Just so I can say I own part of San Francisco. All right. 4th down, and the Patriots are going to have to punt this one away again here. Picking Broncos as well. There we go. It's going to get a decent bounce, and it'll be somewhere around the 22. David, cheerleader spotted and replay. Oh, there we go. Broncos cheerleaders. Hopefully they got some coats on, man, because it is freaking cold as heck. C-Strom, he's had some kind of deals with the Seahawks social media team to make comic arts for them. Usually gets posted around game day. Looking them up at halftime. Please, they have been legendary. There we go. Okay, I like it. Mr. Jeffries, who do you got in this game? So I during the wild card round, I picked the Patriots to make it to the Super Bowl. They were a team that I was just like, I could go with the Broncos, simple. But I felt like the Patriots are one of the more balanced teams. That was when their offense was scoring points, though. This postseason, they've been struggling early in games to score points, but we'll see. So picking the Patriots to win this one, and then later on today, I have the Seahawks winning. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. But yeah, Chris picking the Broncos. All right, all right. I like it. I like it. But yeah, man. Yeah, the last couple days here, I live in Wisconsin, man. The last couple days, luckily, not a whole lot of snow, just a couple of inches. Nothing too crazy, but literally today is the warmest it has been since basically the beginning of the week. I think it's been like 3 days. And it is 20 degrees warmer than it has been the last 3 days. But today the high is 7 degrees. That is the high. That is 20 degrees warmer than it's been the last 3 days, man. So yeah, man, if you guys are out there, stay warm. And if you're in a warm area, I'm happy for you. Try to bring some of that warm our way, you know. We need it. We need it. I'm dying. Patriots, Seahawks? No. LOL, Rams all day. I agree with you. I want the Rams to win because I don't want the Seahawks to have nice things because they were very mean to us back in 2014. They were kind of rude, you know. We came into their house and they beat us. That's not how you treat guests. Unbelievable. Disrespectful. But I do think that they are the better team, though. And hand off to RJ Harvey. And nice little sidestep. And running with some power. And the rookie able to get about 8 or 9 yards on that run. That was a heck of a cut there by Harvey. 2 inches of snow in Texas is a game changer. Everything shuts down, and that's a nice day for you. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, are you kidding me, dude? 2 inches. Might have to hit the lake. Be like, all right, let's brush off some of this snow. Let's get some fish. Let's go. All right, 2nd and 1. Ball at the 32. Stidham, shotgun, play action, roll into his right. Throws it, and that's going to be a nice little catch for 3 yards and a first down for the Denver Broncos. Patrick, 80 and sunny here. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, that's so nice. 80 degrees. Seastrom Broncos offense is going way harder than I thought they would. Sean Payton, man. You've seen what Sean has done with backups, man. In his time in New Orleans, Sean is one of the best coaches when it comes to changing the quarterbacks, man. The offense just kind of stays at a clip. Play action, Stidham with a keeper, and he picks up 8 yards on first down, man. Ooh. Holy cow, man. Sean is truly... wow. Yeah, dude, Payton is he is not scared. He is not scared to run his offense with any kind of quarterback. All right, we got 2nd and 2, ball at the 42. Stidham hands it off. And it's going to be close to a first down, but I think he's going to be about a half a yard shy. Okay, Broncos, damn. Sean had me believing in Jameis. He is a true quarterback elevator. 100%. 100%. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 44. Stidham under center. Pressure, but is a handoff and gets about a yard on the play. honestly, man, RJ Harvey is looking pretty good. Even on the runs like that one where he's only getting a yard, it looks like they're going to lose two, and somehow he's able to just move the pile for positive yardage, man. That is huge. Yeah, like these are some of the backup quarterbacks that Sean has had in his time with New Orleans. So mostly Drew Brees, mostly at the time, but he's had Mark Brunell, he's had Luke McCown. Those guys did combine 0 for 2, but then Teddy Bridgewater in his 6 starts as a New Orleans Saint, he went 5-1. He went 5-0 in 2019. Taysom Hill went. Let me see here. Looks like he went 3-1. Taysom Hill 7-2 as a starter there. So, yeah, man. Anytime you can make Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill look like solid quarterbacks, in my opinion. And I'm not saying those guys are bad, but to be able to win nearly double-digit games with those guys at the QB position, you have to be really good at tailoring that offense around that guy for a handful of games. Hey man, what's your thought on the catch interception at the end of the Broncos Bills game? So I know it's controversial. I think it's close. Like I even said it before. If it was called the other way, I don't think most people would have had too much of an issue with it. I think the reason is because the refs, I feel like, kind of got. Anytime you involve the refs in a close game late in the game, it's always going to be controversial, no matter what. But having said that, I do think it was the right call. Because one, it's not only do you have to catch the ball, not only do you have to establish both feet and possession, but the rules state that you need to be able to maintain possession all the way to the ground, all the way to the ground. That was not the case. When they were going to the ground, that's when the ball became a simultaneous catch, in a sense. And then by the time it was basically done, when their bodies were kind of done rolling, that's when the ball was already loose. So to me, it was the right call. It was close. But once again, the rule does state that you need to maintain possession of the ball all the way through the ground. So, yeah, like if I'm trying to think here, if they would have just fallen down and then they would have just kind of like been on top of each other and then the ball gets ripped out, very different. But they were still in the process of falling as that ball was getting ripped out. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Second and 9, and Harvey with another handoff. This time it goes nowhere. Survive the ground. That's the rule. That gets me. Yeah, because technically you can catch it, you can establish it, both feet on the grounds, and if you're going to the ground and then the ball hits and it pops out, it's still that would be an incompletion. So if that is an incompletion, then what happens when the same thing happens but it lands on top of the opposing player's body? It should be an interception. Stidham throws over the middle and incomplete, trying to find Sutton. That ball was thrown way behind there, man. Yeah, it looks like Sutton was slowed down there by Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with the call on the field, with the interception, Broncos and Bills game, or do you think it was should have been the other way? Let me know. And the punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. David, I agree with you because you signed my paychecks. Dang right, man. Also, have you cashed those checks in yet, man? My bank account still with a decent amount of money, man. So remember, those things are only good for 60 days, right? All right, it's gonna be a handoff and run to the left. Gets about 3 or 4 down near the 24. Mr. Jeffries, I considered it. Tie goes to the runner, but bang bang plays, man. I ain't mad at it. True. That was the other thing too. Like kind of like the bang bang play of nature of things. Like you gotta let because like once again we get the benefit of of slow down replays. Imagine trying to be a ref in the cold while these guys are running. It's a big play down the field, and you're trying to, to me, I still think it was the right call, but it's a difficult call. It's not easy. And rolling out to his right, pressured, and down goes May. Woo! The Broncos defense, man, looking good early, man. They're starting to pin their ears back here. Vic Fangio putting some pressure on the young quarterback. All right, we got 3rd and 15 back at the 15. May shotgun takes the snap, looking, throws underneath, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Stevenson. Yeah, even if he would have caught it, he would have been well short of the first down. Patriots need to do something. All Denver so far. True. Mr. Jeffries, David for Employee of the Month. Dang right, man. Dang right. And David, I've been snowed in. That's fair. Well, come on, man. It's on the app, man. Just take a picture of it. Bam. It takes a little bit longer for it to get into the bank account. They got to approve the check. Make sure it's real. And if they say it's not real, it's 100% real. Like it might have like unicorns on there, and like it looks like it was. I wrote it in crayon, but I promise, perfectly legal check. Nothing suspicious about it. I know some stuff is misspelled, but that's just the way the bank is. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, Patriots showing their youth. Look a little over the skis. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if it's the pressure of the game or just, Patriots have been slow to start in the postseason, man. Very, very slow to start, man. What was it? A wild card game. It took them a while for that offense to really get going. Didn't really get started until I think late in the third. And then last week, kind of same thing. They kind of a little bit slower, a little bit methodical during the first half. Couldn't get a whole lot of points, and then once the second half started going, man, they really began to look like the team that we were they were kind of looking like in November into December. So everyone writes checks on construction paper with chalk. It's 2026. There you go. See, Mr. Jeffries, Thank you, sir. Dave, wasn't that Jared Stidham's first TD catch? No, not the first time he's thrown it in a touchdown in the playoffs. Yes, this is technically the first time he's ever uh, thrown the ball in the playoff game ever. But no, he's had 8 touchdowns and 8 interceptions in his regular season career. But it's the first time in 2 years that he's thrown a touchdown. Telling you, man. I'm telling you. Being a backup quarterback is be incredible. It'd be incredible, man. Making some decent money, just sitting back there. You know, what was that backup for Peyton Manning back in the with the Colts? Jim Sorgi, man out of Wisconsin, was a backup for 7 years. Barely played ever. Made like 12 or $15 million, and I respect that. Handoff and McLaughlin picking up about 4 there on the right side. Mr. Jeffries, Broncos defense is washed. Time to send Fangio packing to San Francisco. Hey, what do you think, man? Who do you want to pick as the DC there with Robert Saleh now in Tennessee? Patrick, sure, but unless they put a few drives together, the D will be surely gassed by the fourth quarter. Very true. Stidham throws to the left side. He's got a man across the 50, and that's going to be very close to a first down. That is Evan Ingram, former Giant there. Captain, it's his 4th game. He started 4 times in the regular season in his career. 2 with the Raiders, 2 with the Broncos, and then this is going to be career start number 5. First time in the playoffs. All right, baby. That is the end of the first. We head to the second quarter with the Broncos with a first down there. And they are going to be in New England territory. Mr. Jeffries, man, with Salah gone, the Niners are going to be hurting. I think we go and acquire Spagnuolo. Be interesting. Again, I'm trying to think here. I don't think you can jump to another team with the same position. I'm trying to think here. It's always because I'm pretty sure it has to be a promotion for that coach to be able to leave the team with the contract that he has. But Spags would be a great pickup, man. If he was free, for sure. Trying to think here. You know who I was thinking could be... I don't think he'll be ready for a head coaching job quite yet. But Al Harris, what he's been able to do with Chicago's secondary, man, has been incredible. The turnovers that secondary has been able to cause this season is a heck of a job by Al Harris, man. Former Green Bay Packer, former Philly legend. And he's got some history with the NFC West. He played for the Rams for I think 1 season, so he's definitely played in that division for a season or 2. So, but yeah, I hope that at some point Al gets a look as a potential head coach. Man, former player, he's gonna carry a lot of respect with him, so it'd be kind of cool. Let me see here. Spags is gonna retire in KC in 30 years. Dude is set. True. Yeah. Like, the only way I see Spags leaving Kansas City is either retiring or simply just wanting to be a head coach somewhere, which I don't think he's been a head coach. All right, Stidham under center here, ball at the 47. Stidham pressure gets it out to McLaughlin and able to get a yard on the play. Smart throw it underneath to the open running back. See if he can make some space, and there you go, man. A positive yard. Yeah, Minter getting the Ravens job, man. There's been a lot of coaches this week that have been hired, and somehow we still have four teams that need to find a head coach still. All right, 2nd and 8. Stidham, shotgun, running back to his right. He's got some time, throws it to the right, and that's going to be Cortland Sutton down near the 40. All right. Stidham, shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver on that right side as well. Pressure, throws, gets it out quickly, and that's a first down for the Broncos, man. Nice little quick out route there on the left side. Is that little Jordan Humphreys? All right, Stidham, delayed handoff, running to the left, gets it across the 30 and down near the 26-yard line. A gain of 9 for the rookie. R.J. Harvey, man, he has been running pretty damn good against a really good defense right now, man. Outside of the first 2 carries that have got very few yards, he's been able to, he's been shifty in this game. Another handoff, and that's good for about 3 and a first down for the Broncos, man. That's the fullback there, Prentice. All right, Jarrett Stidham under center. Broncos in the eye. Another handoff. And this is going to get it down near the 20. A gain of 3. Mr. Jeffries, you think the Bears are going to be relevant in the North for the next decade? I kind of turned a corner on Caleb, and Ben Johnson is legit. As a Packer fan, part of me hopes not. Hopefully, this is just one of those seasons that the Bears tend to have. It seems like every decade, where it's just like holy cow, and then you go back to being dog poop. But part of me is like, let's get this rivalry actually going. It's been one-sided for about 30 years. And Stidham looking, running, and tackled inside the 20. A pickup of 2. And that's going to set up a 3rd and long. But yeah, man, to me, man, Caleb looks like a legit quarterback. Is he perfect? No. Absolutely not. There's still some questionable throws at times. Sometimes that accuracy kind of wanes a little bit. Weirdly enough, I feel like he's less accurate when he's in the pocket than when he's rolling out and on the run. And on top of that, Ben Johnson, kind of a douche, but I kind of like that. You know? And he's backing it up. So, and once again, it seems like his douchery is towards Green Bay, which, good. Don't like us. I like it. And Stidham rolling out to his right, going to take off and run. And I think he's going to be about a yard shy. 4th and 1 coming up. Stidham kind of telling the referees, hey, man, come on. I got that first down. It's my first time. All right, give me a break. Yeah, great pressure by the Patriots there coming from that left side, forcing Stidham to run. So, yeah, man, I think the Bears, as long as they can continue to draft well over the next season or 2, I think they've built a really good team. I don't think that they're a great team just yet. They still gotta be a little bit better on defense. They need to be able to start applying more pressure on quarterbacks. That secondary is solid, but it's not perfect. They get a lot of turnovers, but if those turnovers start to dry up, that Bears defense, in my opinion, is average at best. The turnovers turn that team into a really good defense, but it's not great. The offense, I think, has the chance to be one of the best in the NFL. They got the quarterback, they got the two running backs, they got some really dang good receivers and a good tight end. The interior of that Bears offensive line has looked a lot better, but I think they can still get better inside. I think the tackles are fine. So that's my opinion on the Bears there. Steve, do you think we will see Philip Rivers as a coach next season? I don't think so. I don't think so. It would be a great story, but I think they're just trying to get some ideas from old man Rivers. All right, Stidham staying on in the pocket, throws it, and is picked off. It was 4th and 1. It was not going to be completed, and they're saying it's a drop anyway. So turnover on downs, and the Broncos, instead of trying to go for it, instead of kicking the field goal and going up by 10, they decide to go for it. And don't get it, man. Don't get it. Just take the points. It's a double digit lead if you just kick the field goal. Let me see here. Take the points. Let me see here. Yeah, he can't make the layups, but can hit the logo shot all day. Yep, 100%. Patrick, take the points. It's 4th and 1 inside the 15. Sure, go for it. Yeah, man. I would have taken the points, man. Like I said, if you kick the field goal and it feels like 3-0, I say go for it, because the field goal still makes it a 1-possession game. It's only up by 6, but if you can go up by another possession, if you can go up by 2 possessions by just kicking a field goal, take it. Just take it. Yeah, Johnson saying F word to a team is disgusting. Shame on him. Damn you, Johnson. Damn you. Steve, it would be amazing if Rivers got a head coaching job in 10 years. Could field a full offense, 11 players with his kids. Dang right. Picked. Take the points. Yep. Take the damn points. It's the AFC Championship game. Yes, it is. 100%. It's okay, because if the Broncos lose, part of me will be happy. There you go. Yeah, dude. It baffles me to this day why I get it. I understand the logic. If you get a first down, if you score a touchdown, you're up by 14-0 instead of 10-0. But yeah, I was like, yeah, but once again, if you don't get it, you don't get anything. You have a good chance to get 3 points. I know people are like, I know kicking a field goal is not guaranteed. Nothing is. But what I'm saying is, being up by 10 to being up by only still 7 is better. So, yeah. Anyway. Steve. And then finally, Patrick. One person who's praying for the Patriots to lose is Josh Allen. Josh is still wearing the winter cap that he had during that press conference. Just hoping for the Patriots' downfall. All right, 1st and 10, Patriots with the ball. 15, Drake gets out of a sack and runs into another one. And that's going to be a loss of 3 back at the 11, man. The Broncos defense having the Broncos offense's back right now. Yeah, Cooper, not Nick Bonito. Cooper nearly wrapping up Drake May, and then after that, the rest of the Broncos defense able to get to May for a loss of 3, 2nd and 13. May in the shotgun takes the snap. Once again, pressured, throws to the left. He's got a wide open man, But he overthrows him, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Trying to get it out to Douglas. Mr. Jeffrey, Steve, I 100% agree with you. Going from McDermott to River. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the Bills were thinking, man. Like, I get it. Sean McDermott was by no means a perfect head coach. But, I mean, you were a Super Bowl contender every single year. Almost every single year you were with him. All right, 3rd and 13. Drake May looking with time over the middle. And is going to get it out to Mac Hollins, the former Miami Dolphin. Big first down, picks up about 16. Yeah, Hollins, you can tell that they have missed him, man. He is a big, tall receiver, man. Ooh, that was nearly incomplete. It literally went through the hands of Hollins, but able to catch it right behind him. Kind of had to do a little bit of a spin to catch that one. Hand off to Stevenson, and the pile moves for a gain of about 2 or 3. Now, Steve Pugela is trying so hard to make the Bills fans lose hope next. Yeah, I'm not sure what the decision-making has been, the logic of the decision-making for them has been. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe it works out. 2nd and 8. May shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. He throws it out to Diggs over the middle, and it's going to be good for a gain of about 4. Chris Lesso, Miss Hollins. No, I think he's a mister. Sorry, that was too easy of a joke. Sorry, but yeah, man. No, Matt Collins was he was so dang good, man. Honestly, he was a guy that I remember he was a free agent, or was he traded there? I think he was a free agent. I was hoping Green Bay would at least look at him, but Green Bay never signs free agent wide receivers. 3rd and 3. May steps up in the pocket and is going to be brought down for a sack just behind the line, and that'll be a 4th down coming up. Looks like the Patriots are going to punt for the 4th consecutive time. 4 drives, 4 punts in this first half, man. It has not been pretty. And that'll be fair cut right around the 17 there by Marvin Mims. Also, I think earlier today during this game, I think I said Vic Fangio. Sorry, I meant Van Joseph as the defensive coordinator. Vic Fangio's with the Eagles. I think I need to drink more coffee, man. I don't know. I have to correct myself, otherwise it'll bother me all day. All right, man. We got 5:50 here left in the second quarter. 5:50. We've only gotten one friggin' touchdown in this game, which, I'm not going to lie to you, I was kind of expecting. I was just expecting the Patriots to have that one touchdown. But instead, it was Jared Stidham finding Cortland Sutton there in the back of the end zone. Mr. Jeffrey's back in a few. Got to pick up the wifey. Hey, there you go, man. See you later, man. Travel safe. Travel safe. Chris, yeah, the Broncos' decision didn't make any sense. You got a backup quarterback in there, just kick and take the points, 100%. And like if it was like a 55-yarder or like a 50-yarder, I understand. I can understand that. Like it's a little bit of a further kick. Even though Will Lutz, in my opinion, is one of the better kickers in the NFL, like I get it. It's kind of windy, it's kind of cold, and maybe you want to see if you can kind of get this offense back on track. Let's see if we can get a good drive going. You got inside the 20, man. That's a good drive. Reward your offense with some points. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Ball at the 17-yard line. Stidham in the backfield. Hands it off to R.J. Harvey. Spins out of a tackle and is going to be good for a gain of 5. Yeah, I really like the way Harvey's running the ball, man. He hasn't been super explosive. His biggest gain has only been about 9 yards, but he's had a couple of those. Kind of runs. 2nd and 5. Stidham in the shotgun. Harvey in the backfield with him, and he's got 2 receivers on that left side. Quick throw, gets it out to Cortland, but that's going to be incomplete. Yeah, trying to hit something on the slant route there. All right, we got 3rd and 5. Patriots showing a lot of pressure. They got 5 on the line. Send all 5. Stidham able to find his man over the middle with a nice little shallow cross. 1st down. That is a hell of a play by Jarrett Stidham. Hopefully they show a replay here. Look at, like, there's bullets flying, man, and he stays as calm as he can in that pocket, knows where he wants to go with the ball, and delivers a freaking bullet to Marvin Mims, man, giving him a chance to pick up the 1st down. That is a gutsy play there by Jarrett Stidham. All right, Jarrett under center here, single back in the backfield. Nice little handoff going to the right side, and that's going to pick up another 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Spin move. Let's go. Right on. I like it. We're getting there, man. We just need a pick 6, David, and we will have we'll have everything that we would ever want. All right, so another injury to Denver Broncos. They're already without Troy Franklin, and now it looks like Pat Bryant is in the blue medical tent as well. So Stidham under center. Hand off, and that's good for another 2 yards on the play. Steve, the main event will be the NFC this game. Hope we see more. Very true. Very, very, very true. Yeah, I think we know that like the defenses are going to probably rule the game in this one. I don't think anybody was expecting, 30 points from these teams, even offensively. But yeah, man, I'm expecting a lot more fireworks with the Rams and the Seahawks. All right, Stidham, shotgun, running back to his right. He's got 3 receivers on that right side. Pressure, throws it away. Nope, I think that ball is loose. It might be a fumble. Picked up at the 10. And right now, what is the call? What is the call? What is the call? It's either going to be a fumble return for a touchdown or it's going to be intentional grounding by the Broncos. And it's going to be intentional grounding. Hmm. So, yeah, that touchdown will not stand, man. That was close. That was freaking close, man. Mike Brable has the challenge flag out. I think he's trying to challenge whether that was an actual fumble. I don't. Yeah, they're not gonna give that to him. All right, so he pitches it basically at the 15, and that ball. Oh no, that's a backwards pass, man. That ball definitely is going backwards. Yeah, because when he tries to like push the ball out, because he couldn't really wind and throw as he was about to get hit, that ball he throws it at the when he's at the 15, and there it is. Yep, there it is. There it is. Patriots with the ball inside the 15, and it's a quick throw, getting it inside the 10, and we got a first and 10 for the Patriots already in the Broncos red zone. Sorry, man, that took forever. I didn't. Once again, they weren't really showing the play itself initially, and then when the replay happens, you're like, oh yeah, he threw it at the 15, and then they recovered it at the 13. It looks like. All right, second and 4, ball at the 6. For 3 receivers to the right. May running up the gut. Touchdown, New England. There it is. Finally. Finally. It took a massive mistake by Jarrett Stidham, but the Patriots are on the board. 2:10 left on the clock. Wow. Refs look like buffoons. Very true, Patrick. Very, very true. But they've been doing that all season. David, wait. Didn't they count the TD then? No, because if the play is ruled dead, you can't continue. Plus, I think since it was a penalty, they could not advance the ball because of the penalty. Intentional grounding, potentially. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up an explanation for that. So the reason they did not give them the touchdown on the return is because they actually blew the play dead. That's why. So yeah, that's just the referees messing up and not letting the play continue all the way. The only good thing is the Patriots were able to cash in. So yeah, man, that was a weird freaking sweet sequence there for the referees. Man, they've been a little sketchy the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Jarrett, there's only one Nick Foles, and I hate that. There's only one. There's only that one son of a biscuit there. That's hilarious. What's wrong with Nick Foles, man? He seems like a good guy. Seems like a good guy. Come on, man. They don't make statues of terrible people. All right, man. Broncos back on offense here. Ball at the 35 after the touchback. First and 10. Stidham, shotgun, running back to his left. Takes the snap. Pressure. Throws it away. All right, man. The Patriots defense playing a lot better the last two drives, man. Stidham, shotgun, running back to his left. Throws it underneath, gets it out to RJ Harvey, picking up 11 and a first down across the 45. All right, man. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Steve, yeah, him giving the Eagles the Super Bowl is just disgusting. How dare he? Oh, but it's one of those, man. I feel like people are like, if Nick Foles doesn't win, then the Patriots win another Super Bowl. And it's like, do you want the evil empire to have more Super Bowls, or do you want the Eagles to finally get a Super Bowl? It's like, I don't know. It's like a Sophie's choice of terrible things. Let's go, man. Once again, we're on the 2-minute warning. We're on a commercial. We're not missing a thing, but we're going to see if the Broncos can get something going here before the half. The Patriots do get the ball to start the second half. And the Broncos, man, they were looking good. Second drive, able to score a touchdown, started moving the ball, kept it going. On their third drive, they had a chance to potentially kick a field goal and go up 10-0. Instead, they try to risk the biscuit, get burned. A couple drives later, a sack fumble by Stidham gives the Patriots the ball inside the red zone. They take advantage with a Drake May rushing touchdown, and now we are right here tied up at 7-7. I don't think I've said this yet, but hey, welcome. Welcome to the channel, man. We do every possible game we can. We're doing every playoff game we have done. During the wild card, we did all 6 games. Last week, we did all the games. Today, obviously, we're doing both. Seahawks, Rams later today. And then, yes, we will be finishing off the year with Super Bowl 60, man. We have done over 100 freaking streams on the channel this season, so check it out if you can. First and 10, ball at the 45. Stidham in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, throws over the middle, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to little Jordan Humphries. All right, Stidham alone in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left. Pressure, and down he goes for another sack, and the Patriots defense is beginning to loosen up a little bit, man. Starting to get a little warm. We got 3rd and 18 there after the sack. Ooh! Ooh! Look at the big man, Barmore. Look at that swim move. Ooh! That's a big man running real quick, man. That's insane, man. That was a heck of a freaking move by a big guy there, man. Yeah, I'm giving them the Eagles. All right, we got 3rd and 18. Stidham alone in the shotgun. Ball at the 37. Gets it out to Evan Ingram. He's going to cut it upfield and get it just around the 49. Well short of the first. Pat's D is going to need to take over in the second half. May looks rattled this half. 100%. Yeah, the Patriots they caught a little bit of a break with that bad play by Stidham not getting the ball out quicker on that 3rd down play where he fumbled. But yeah, man, the Patriots have for most of the season, man, especially the last coming into this playoff game, their last 2 playoff games, they've been slow to start on offense, and they've gotten better in the second half. So yeah, if you're the Broncos, man, you gotta watch out for something like that. All right, we got Kershaw about to punt this one away. And it'll be fair caught at the 10. We got 135. And the Patriots did use their second time out there. All right. First and 10, 1:35 on the clock. Patriots with just a single timeout. May delay handoff, gets it out to Stevenson, and he is good for a gain of 4. Mike Vrabel was telling the offense, like, hey, let's go. Come on. Get your butts to the line. Taking up a lot of time, man. 107 when the ball is snapped. May looking, throws it, and that's going to be incomplete. It was short of the sticks anyway. Yeah, trying to get it out to the former San Diego Charger there, Hunter Henry. Patriots are 2 for 6 on third down right now. Takes the snap, quick throw to the right side, short of the sticks again, and picks up only 2 on 3rd and 6. Yeah, I don't know what the Patriots are doing offensively, man. It's been really weird. They've been slightly more conservative than I was anticipating. Like, I get it. The Broncos are a really good team, man. They're well coached. They got talent all over the place. Can get pressure. Obviously, they come into the playoffs with the most sacks of any team, 68. Marvin Mims just running right into two gunners there to get the ball to the 49. And the Broncos now, 48 seconds, 1 timeout, and the ball is basically at midfield. I mean, I think if you're the Broncos, you got to try to get a field goal here. Dude, let's go, man. We got 8 people watching right now, man. Heck yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully your Sunday is going well. Hopefully you're either warm in a cold place or you're just hanging out in a nice warm place right now. Here in Wisconsin, it has been cold as heck. Today is the warmest day in 3 days, and it's only 7 degrees. Stidham gets it out. RJ Harvey breaks a tackle to the 45, gets out of bounds, picks up 10 yards, and the Broncos on the move here. I like that. But if you do get a chance, guys, please like and subscribe if you haven't. Helps out the channel, helps out the video a ton. Yeah, man. RJ Harvey has probably been the best player for the Broncos today. Stidham, shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, looking deep down the field, and is going to just throw this one away. 35 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Ball is at the 40-yard line of the Patriots. Knotted up. Uh-oh. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but Jarrett Stidham on 3rd down, it basically deep in his own territory, kind of was like backpedaling for a while because of the pressure. Did not get rid of the ball in time. Ended up fumbling it. Patriots got it just around the 12-yard line. 2 plays later, Drake May up the gut for a touchdown to tie it up here. 2nd and 10, Patriots showing all-out blitz. They basically send everybody, gets it out to the left side, and that'll get it down near the 34. Nice job by Cortland Sutton, able to high point that ball, able to get both feet in bounds, and even stops the clock here on 3rd and 4. Also, what is Sean Payton doing with that massive, massive freaking play call sheet? It looks like he's trying to order from the Cheesecake Factory. He's like, where are the pot stickers? I can't find them. 3rd and 4, rolling off to his right. Stidham looking, and he is going to lose a yard. Just throw it away, dude. What are you doing? Yeah, unfortunately, Stidham looks like I think he just cost his team about a yard or two on the play. All right, so instead of a 52-yarder, this one from 54. Lutz. And the kick veers to the right, wide right. 20 seconds left. Oh. Still waiting on that pick six. Yeah. You happy about the Gannon hire? I think it's a good move personally. I think so. I think he fits what Matt LaFleur always likes to do with his defensive coordinators, and that is kind of have a guy that is very malleable, that is going to be able to fit what the team does best or what they have on defense already. So yeah, and it seems like for the most part, anywhere he's gone, his defenses have been either improving or they've been the better part of the entire team. Drake May throws it, short arms the throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Kayshon Boutte, who was running a nice little dig route there on the right side. Yeah, May he's been inaccurate today, man. That should have been an easy first down. Chiefs fan. Oh, man. How dare you. 15 seconds left here. Ball at their own 44, and looks like we got a couple flags. It's going to be on the Patriots, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, the only thing, the biggest thing with Gannon, and obviously he was not a good head coach. Either wasn't ready or just wasn't the guy at all. That Arizona team just got worse and worse as he kind of was there. But my biggest thing was remember he was the head coach last year that got punched. This season that got punished for punching his own player. He got fined $100,000. May looking deep down the field and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kayshon Boutte there. 3rd and 15. Yeah, it was I forget who it was. It was Emery DeMarcado. Remember when he fumbled the ball as he was crossing the goal line? Yeah, there's a video of Gannon literally punching DeMarcado like 2 or 3 times in the stomach. Drake May running to the right, breaks a tackle, slides at the 45, and I think we're going to have a timeout potentially. Mike Vrabel is saying I got it in time. Patrick, if the game plan is hopefully catch a flag, they're sunk. It's not looking good for the Patriots offensively. They've been kind of struggling to get stuff. So it looks like they're going to put 1 second back on the clock for the Patriots to attempt a 62, 63-yard field goal here by Borrelagis. All right, 63-yarder. Borregales' kick is up and nowhere near. Wide, wide, wide left. Mr. Jeffries, yep, he lit DeMarcado up. Tyson stops. Hitting with that 1-2 combo there. Pop, pop. That's a chip shot for Aubrey. 100%, man. Aubrey, I mean, he struggled with some accuracy late in the season, man. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, for the last year and a half, man, Aubrey has arguably been the best kicker in the NFL, man. And the guy just has a freaking leg, man. Basically, anything from 60 down is, like, you know he has the leg. That's not a question. Like, it doesn't matter how windy it is. He's good. Honestly, probably from 63 down, he's probably has the leg for it. Dallas hit the lottery with that guy, 100%, man. Can you believe that? Can you believe that guy? And granted, I know he hadn't played technically in college, but man, dude, how do you not test that? How do you not be like, you know what? Let's bring you into camp. Let's see what you got. All right, man. That is the end of the first. So not a whole lot of points. A couple missed field goals there for each team to end the half. And we'll see, man. Technically it is. It's basically 0-0, man. Yeah, we'll see what these teams do, man. To me, the Broncos looked better on offense in the first quarter. The second quarter, really rough. Obviously, the turnover is kind of struggling to make throws. Stidham's accuracy seems to have been going down as the pressure has begun to ramp up. And then for the Patriots, catching a little bit of a break there. They took advantage of a great turnover caused by their defense, getting the ball basically inside the 15. Got some points there. But still, kind of been stalling out. They've looked a little bit better in the second quarter. They were able to pick up some actual first downs on a couple drives, but still not able to come away with more points than they did on that drive where they got basically the ball inside the red zone. So we'll see. Speaking of kickers, y'all let McManus go, or is he still on the roster? He is still on the roster. Something tells me that the Packers are going to bring in some competition. I would not be completely surprised if they even try to draft somebody. I don't think they will. The Packers, when they draft kickers, has usually not worked out for them. The only guy that I can think of in the last 30 years that has actually been worth the draft pick was Mason Crosby. But yeah, man. But something tells me they're going to be bringing a lot of guys in to compete with McManus, and I think if anybody is close to where McManus is, in terms of makes and situational stuff in practice, I think they'll go with the new guy rather than keeping McManus. But we'll see. What's going on? Holy cow! Grassi raid again. Holy cow, man. Welcome, welcome. My name is Dave. I'm not a coach. Holy cow. Tom, you were a crazy, crazy son of a gun. Thank you so much. Holy cow, man. Holy cow. Welcome, welcome. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. We're doing every playoff game. We've done over 100 games this season alone, man. Thank you so much. Holy cow. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Whoa, thanks, Tom Grassi. Heck yeah, man. Tom, you're the man, brother. Keep going. Keep spreading that positive chaos, man. Chaotic good is always a good thing, my man. I appreciate you. Oh, my God. You guys are insane, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the games today. Let's go. Send in love, send in love. Let's go. Go, Pack, go, baby. Let's go. Heck yeah. Tom always sending the raids when you least expect it, man. Let's go, man. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Packers Beanie. Heck yeah. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. There you go. Holy cow. I just saw the chat just go way up, and I was like, what's going on? There we go. Who do you favor winning the game? I picked the Patriots to win. And then tonight I picked the Seahawks. Even though I want the Rams to win, but I feel like the Seahawks are the better team. Let's go. Grassy Raid. Good luck. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Super Cinema, I appreciate you, buddy. Greg Romy, thank you. Grassy Posse. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Oh, how dare you. Who's your favorite for winning this game? The Patriots. I feel like they're a better second half team, and they're looking good right now. In the playoffs when they play in the second half, they're slow to start. But yeah, Payton, welcome, dude. How you doing? There's the Grassy Posse rating you, and this is the Vikings fan sending it love. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, there you go. I sent some love from Wisconsin. Welcome. Go Pats, go Rams. Packer fan for life, always, man. You gotta bleed that green and gold, man. Frickin' Tom, when you least expect it, he just sends out the Grassy Posse. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, dude. There we go. Seattle should be favorites for winning the bowl. In my 100%, man. 100%, Payton. Yeah, they seem like the best team. Their offense, when it's on, they are one of the best. And then on top of that, their defense has been one of the top 3, top 5 for sure in the NFL. And they've looked dominant in the playoffs. And they've only played one playoff game, but they absolutely dominated a really, really solid San Francisco team. Patrick, well, Patriots couldn't play much worse than the first half. Very true, Patrick. Very, very true. You're local. This raid will always be the raid will always be king. Yep. Man, Tom's a good dude, man. He's always helping out the little channels, man. The smaller channels on the YouTube. Which it's not always a whole lot of people that do that, man. So it's always awesome. Darnold just needs not to turn the ball over 100%. That's usually what's gotten the Seahawks into trouble is when Darnold feels like he needs to force the ball down the field or to somebody. That's usually when that offense really begins to get into trouble and they start to kind of lose their rhythm. But you saw last week when Darnold is on time and he's has not only just a little bit of time to find somebody, but also when he's avoiding making those risky throws, they tend to be a lot better. Plus, the running game really helped last week. So, I agree with you, Payton. I agree. Payton, who's your team? Who do you root for? And also, who are you picking to win today and later tonight? Let me know. Stidham, I already followed him before that, so watching him make all these drawings for the Seahawks this year has been two of my interesting colliding in the best way. There we go. Yeah, who can you give me Seastrom, give me the name one more time so we can look it up, my dude. Let me know. Peyton, I'm a Seahawks fan, so I gave my Seahawks one. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. When the Packers were still alive, I was like, they were my team they were the team I picked in the NFC. Fortunately, that did not work out for me. It was looking good in the first half. I was like, oof. Packers are looking good. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby. And then by the end of that one, I was very, very sad. Cheesehead. Just yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at that video. There's a lot of tears. Yeah, it's a lot of tears. Never seen a grown man cry. Let me see here. Gadriel, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Seahawks looked way too good last week. They looked good, man. They looked really, really good. Honestly, they were the most dominant team last week. It's all right above that. It's right above that. Shen Comics. Okay, let's check it out. I like it. Checking it out now. Mr. Jeffries, Seattle Super Bowl champs this year. Looking like it, man. They've looked good. I mean, of the teams that played last week, I feel like their offense was the one that was at its peak to begin the game, and they did not stop, man. They had a little bit of a lull there, I think, in the second quarter, right? Second or third quarter. But, I mean, they were on fire the rest of the night. Gadriel losing Kraft and Parsons sealed it for the Pack. Yeah, man, you could just tell, man. You could tell how much Kraft was part of that offensive fabric of that Matt LaFleur offense. And then once the Packers couldn't get pressure on the quarterback, man, the secondary's like shortcomings, which I think the secondary has played really solid for most of the season, but you could see the weak points of it. And it was being covered up by some really solid pressure. But once the pressure was gone, the secondary just couldn't hold up, you know. So, yeah, I think the secondary is fine. I think we got some really good safeties. I think we have some okay corners, but they really, if I'm the Packers, man, there's no way I can come away, get out of the draft without picking at least 2 guys up in the first 5 rounds, in my opinion. It's going to hurt that they don't have a first-round pick, but we'll see. Let me see here. Payton, yeah, that game was pretty tough. I don't blame you for that. Yeah, the entire Bills locker room. Whew. Yeah, rough. Seastrom, all my mom's side of the family has in Seattle, so between my visit, that city, a special place in my heart, 100% Seahawks all the way. There you go, man. Got to support the family. I believe it. Been saying it since the playoffs started. Consistency, my man. Payton, how's the winter storm treating you at the moment? Luckily, we haven't had a whole lot of snow, but today is the warmest day of the last, 4 days. And it's 20 degrees warmer today than it's been the last 4, and it's only 7 degrees here in Wisconsin. Or at least where I am in Wisconsin. So, yeah, a little bit chilly, but, you know. Yesterday was negative, I think it was negative 12. But there was almost no wind, so it was almost bearable. Almost. Mr. Jeffries Kraft has been traded to San Francisco. No. You can have Parsons if you want. But you can have my Kraft mac and cheese, all right, man? And any Packer fans, don't worry, we're not going to trade him Parsons. We're going to sign a guy that's last name is Parsons, and we're going to send him to San Francisco. I don't think Mr. Jeffries heard that part. At least I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Nice. I live in Alaska, so it's normal to me. That sounds about right. Heck yeah, man. All the way from Alaska. Let's go. So, what is this, if you don't mind me asking, what is the summer temperature over there in Alaska? Gadriel, where are you at in Wisconsin? Friday was the worst for me in Racine. Ooh, heck yeah, man. I'm basically, kind of in the middle of Wisconsin. I'm trying to think here. Just east. Just west of Milwaukee. Basically around that area. So, sorry, I had to picture myself where I'm at. Kraft and Little on the same team. Could you? Oh, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, third quarter is about to get underway here. Let's go. Patriots do get the ball to start the old second half. Payton, yeah. Good winter weather in my opinion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always tell people like we had some people that where I work at. They're like they visited some family up here. They're like, is it usually this cold? I'm like, no, it's not usually this cold. It's usually colder. Yeah, I remember what was it? It was like 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. I had to go to work, and the starting temperature was negative 31 degrees. That was before the wind chill. The wind chill made it like negative 44. Which, if you live in cold weather, you know that the wind chill temperature is the only temperature that matters. Quick throw to the left, gets it out to Diggs, and he is good for a gain of 5. Second down coming up. Dang, where at? I just went all over this past summer visiting relatives in North Pole, Elson, Alaska. Oh, there you go. Or don't answer if you don't feel comfortable with that. Anyways, Alaska is a great place. In the summer, don't speak for the winter. It ranges from the mid 40s to low 80s at the extreme. It hovers at the very average of 50 to low 70s, depending on where you're at. That's fair. Yeah, I'm a person that likes the fall and the winter more than the summer. I don't like hot weather. Can't do it. It's gonna be a run up the gut, and that is good for 1 yard. Third and medium coming up for the Patriots. Pats need to march down the dang field and take this game. I mean, I feel like the momentum is kind of swinging towards New England, but it's not a whole lot of momentum. I feel like they've just been the team that's scored the most recently. That's kind of why. All right, Broncos showing a lot of pressure. They got what 7 or 8 guys on the line. May in the shotgun, hands it off. Stevenson might have gotten the first down on the second effort. Ran into his own player. It's gonna be very close. Peyton, I live in a small village around Nome. It's called Unalaska. Unalaskaleet? Okay. Gotcha. Wow, okay. See, man, like to be fair, in Wisconsin, we do have some really cool names. Menominee, stuff like that. But, yeah, man. That's the one thing Alaska has just always been consistent, man. Great freaking names. Great. Hand off to the left. And that picks up a yard, setting up a 2nd and 9. Mr. Jeffries, Benito is a beast. Easily been one of the most consistent pass rushers, I would say, over the last 4 or 5 years. Especially the last 3 years, man. He has really come on. Yeah, doesn't always get the numbers or even like the attention of like a Micah Parsons or Myles Garrett, but he has been really good. All right, 2nd and 9, ball at the 42. Handoff up the gut. Stevenson with some power, picking up 13, and we'll get it across the 50 in Broncos territory. David, snow, hey. Yeah. Luckily, not too much snow where I'm at right now. What was it, last week we had over like 2 or 3 days, we had like 16 to 17 inches of snow. Luckily, it was kind of spread out. Like it snowed. It was good for 12 hours. They got that plowed and cleared, and then it snowed again. So, yeah. But this week it's just been a lot of really, really cold. Hand off this one, Travion Henderson, and that's good for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Jared, what's going on? Get the snowflakes out there, man. Welcome, Jared. What's going on, brother? All right, May under center, hands it off to the rookie, and Henderson is going to lose 2 yards back at the 45. Jared, let me know who your team is, dude. Who do you root for, and also who are you picking to win this game? Let me know. That was a heck of a job there by the Broncos defense, man. Drake May pressured, runs up the gut to the 40, 35, stays on his feet, 30, 25, 20, and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Drake May with an explosive run, and that gets the Patriots inside the red zone for the second time today. His biggest run before that was a 7-yard touchdown run in the second quarter there. This one going off for nearly 30 yards. Yeah, you can tell May is cold as heck. Ball to 17. Hands it off to Stevenson, and he is stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Dude, let's go. 12 people watching, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. If you get a chance, let me know in the chat who's your favorite team. And on top of that, who you picking to win today? Patriots, Broncos, Seahawks, Rams. Let me know. All right, we got 2nd and 10 here. May in the shotgun, running back to his left, takes a snap. Looking pressured. Lofts one up to the left, and that's overthrown, incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. You the man, Jeffrey. Appreciate you, man. But guess what? That's why you're the man too, brother. You the man. You the man, dog. I always like to say, man, there's always room at the top. Drake gets it out to his tight end on the nice little tight end screen, and they nearly picks up the first. Hunter Henry is going to come up about half a yard shy of the first. You going to be streaming the next game too? 100%. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. 5:30 it starts. We'll try to get the, depending on when this game ends, I always like to, especially with the playoff games, I like to get be live like 10 minutes before. That way we can kind of just hang out, talk, and just kind of, talk about either the game that we just saw or just kind of talk about anything else. Doesn't always have to be football related, but yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. We're doing all the playoff games, man. Every playoff game. Yeah, I think this game is... man, I have to double check here, but this is either 102 or potentially 103 in terms of the streams that we have done this year in terms of games. So, yeah, we've definitely hit over 100. I'm just trying to remember exactly what number this game is. But I'll look it up later. But we're getting there, man. All right, we got Drake, QB sneak, and I think with the second effort, man, I think he got it, but there was almost no movement for a second there, man. I think Drake May just found a crease to get that first down. Do you put money on the games, or are you just a fan? I'm just a fan of football, man. Like, to me, the only time I ever put money on it is if like I'm hanging out with like my cousins or like a buddy, and it's like, hey, you want to put like $5 or $10 on it? I'd be like, yeah, sure. But yeah, Don't gamble, man. And hey, you guys do like whoever wants to do that, all good. I'm not judging you, but to me, man, the game to me is already exciting enough. So plus, at the end of the day, I'm like I can't justify it, man. I'm like if I put $20, I'm like and I lose it, I'm like that's $20, man. That could have that could have gone towards like paying the heat bill for a bit. I'm like yeah. Same here, my guy. I'm not smart enough to put money on it. Yeah, yeah, man. Like I know there's numbers and all this other stuff, but to me, it's just like I'm good. Yeah, but yeah, man. Gambling in sports, man. It's ever since they freed it up has been it's been one of the biggest growing things in the United States. Which is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We're starting to see some of the negative effects of that kind of being accepted over the last 2 years, honestly. So yeah, we'll see how that trends over the next couple 5 to 10 years, man. Patrick, wonder how many games were lost this year and not taking the three. Seems like a decent amount, man. And it's always interesting, man, because like it's always that thing where like okay they lost by two. If they kick the field goal, technically shows they should have won, but sometimes that does change the dynamics of whether the other team would have been more aggressive later on. So it's always that what if, a what if always leads to what if. Well, if this happens, would this have happened? And then if that happens, it's kind of like, you know, I never think it's that easy. If you lose by three or by two, it doesn't mean that if because you didn't take the 3 points earlier, that would have made the difference. Could have, maybe, but it just depends. Yeah, man. As a fan, I always try not to focus too much on like a one specific thing or even like maybe even a handful of things because like to me it's always about about the whole thing leading up to the game, and even like momentum. I think is a true thing. A team that is has a lot of momentum has a better chance, I think, of winning. But it's always a situational, man. Sometimes it's a great matchup. The defense may not be, the team may not be better, but maybe they match up well with each other. So, all right. First and goal here. Patriots with the ball at the 7. Drake May hands it off to Stevenson. And he finds a little bit of room on the second effort, getting it down near the 3, it looks like. Maybe the 2. Patrick, Chicago, remember, they took 6 points. They win 19-17. Yeah. It's true. True, 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 true. Mr. Jeffrey is I'm gonna take the points kind of guy. I agree. I there's like there's situations where I don't mind it. Like I said, like if kicking a field goal makes hold up direct snap and that gets blown up in the backfield, a heck of a job by the Broncos, not getting faked out on that one. Yeah, I wonder if Sean Payton made sure that his defense was running downhill. Did you guys see that interview where that reporter asked Sean? He's like, "So do you think he'll be able to play a little bit more downhill?" And Sean just went off on that guy. That was hilarious. Third and goal, ball at the 3. 3 receivers to the left. May in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, has some time. has some time, running out of time, and sacked back at the 5. Ooh, that was Cooper. Yeah, May started to step up in the pocket, was probably trying to take off. The hole closed on him, and then Cooper able to disengage from the blocker and just come up behind Drake May to bring him down. Yeah, unfortunately, May kind of ran himself into that sack a little bit. All right, Borregales in for this field goal here to give the Patriots the first lead of the game. And whoo, that one just sneaking in to that right upright. Good pull on the down. Yeah. Payton was like, he's like, I forget what the reporter's name is. Like, but Kyle, what do you know about going downhill, huh? It's like that. Is that what we should be doing? Going downhill, huh? Yeah. Okay. Oh man, Sean has always been kind of a little bit of contentious with the media. This goes all the way back to his New Orleans days, but sometimes he is hilarious. Holy cow, I did not even realize. Of course, the raid. We just hit over 200 subscribers on the channel, man. Let's freaking go. Holy cow, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Once again, Tom. Tom helping out the channel, man. That freaking guy. Mr. Jeffrey. Oh, hold up. Steve, will this be the game lowest conference score since New England 14-0, Chiefs in the 20. Oh, let me see here. Was that the score for that game? Oh, interesting. All right. Payton is so damn smug sometimes. It's both hilarious and downright out. Yeah, 100%. Yes. There has to be situational. Sometimes I don't like what Payton does. I was like, all right, relax, dude. Come on. It's just a reporter asking a question that he was probably required to ask. Like, calm down. But sometimes it's funny. David, woohoo! Seastrom, congrats. Thank you, man. Thank you. Mr. Jeffries, 200 subs. Heck yeah. Let's go. I'll never forget Bounty Gate. Never. Yeah, that was for a while there, man. There was a good chance Sean Payton would never come back to the NFL, man. He was suspended, indefinitely for a bit? I think it was a year at the very least. Steve, in the first half. Gotcha. First half. Gotcha. Oh, hey. Seastrom, I found Shen Comics. Yes, I see it. Rams and Seahawks. Heck yeah. And it's going to be returned across the 20. And Broncos with okay field position here. It still throws me off seeing Condoleezza Rice in the press box. All right, 1st and 10 here. Stidham under center, single back in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff. Cuts it upfield and gets about 3 yards on that one. McLaughlin with a nice little cut there, able to get some positive yardage. Condoleezza in the press box. How? She was part of the when the Waltons when they bought the Broncos a couple years ago, they she was part of that group that invested money into it. So yeah, so she's a part owner of the Denver Broncos. 2nd and 8, and it's a drop by McLaughlin. Man, he had a chance to pick up that first down. And like David said, man, the snow is beginning to come down here in Denver. All right, we got 3rd and 8, ball to 25 here. Stidham, quick throw to the right side, has a chance, and it's only going to pick up 3. 4th down coming up. Steve, so she is like the Colts one? Which one? And it's going to be caught right around the 19. And heck of a tackle there by number 31 there. Abrams Drain being blocked and still able to make a play on the punt returner there. I like it. We got 3:50 here in the third, man. The freaking Patriots took up a majority of the third quarter on that opening drive. Mr. Jeffries, Broncos offense looking awfully sluggish. Yeah, 100%, man. Sluggish is correct. You see the new reporting about Ursay? I did not. I did not. What are they saying here? Oh, Carly Ursay. Yeah. That's Ursay's daughter, right? See here. Yes, that's Jim Ursay's daughter. Kind of. I mean, to be fair to Carly, her grandfather and dad like owned the team, so she was kind of born into it. Condoleezza and the Waltons, they bought the team like fairly recently. What within the last like 4 years, I think 5 years. So, yeah, I mean, kind of different, I would say. But yeah. Patrick, did anyone ask Rodgers about bringing in McCarthy? I don't know, man. Especially with Rodgers, man. As once the season kind of ends, seems like he kind of just goes MIA for a couple of months. You know, whether it's a darkness retreat or going to South America to get some drugs. Yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Rodgers. I mean, he said for the most part this past season was going to be his last, but who knows? People can change their minds. All right, Patriots with the ball, little play action, throw over the middle, and it's a low pass. Diggs. Actually, no, that was Keyshawn Bodie, unable to handle that one. 2nd and 10. His death is being about opioid addiction. Hate to see it, man. Yeah, dude. It's tough, man. And you, like Irsay, he was very open. Very, very open about his struggles with abuse. But yeah, man. It's tough, man. It sucks. Seemed like a really cool dude. Drake gonna keep it. It's gonna run. Picks up the first and slides near the 33. It's gonna be a first down for the Patriots. Gain of 13 yards. Patrick, my memory, they weren't exactly pals at the end. Yeah, it's always tough, man. Like Rodgers is a guy that he's very, how should I say it? He's very quick to get frustrated with people, and I think at times he was very frustrated with McCarthy. You saw that with like Robert Saleh, Matt LaFleur, Mike Tomlin. Like Rodgers is just very like matter of fact. It's gonna be a run up the gut. Stevenson good for about 4. Yeah, Rodgers seems like a very volatile kind of emotional guy, and I'm not saying that to talk smack. Like that, people's personalities are different. Some people are very calm. Other people in situations they get frustrated, but that's how they ramp themselves up. It's kind of like in a kitchen. It's not always gonna be nice words being spoken. Flea flicker. May throws it deep, hits Matt Collins down near the 30 in one of the biggest plays for the Patriots. And looks like one of the Patriots people on the sidelines holding a Surface tablet got knocked down there by Matt Collins. Helped him up. A flea flicker that actually worked. Holy cow. Wasn't a pick 6, but definitely wasn't expecting that. Hand off Stevenson. Good for about 2. Maybe 3, actually. Yeah, it was and to be honest with you, with McCarthy being fired there, I disagreed with him getting fired at that time because I would have let him finish off the season. When a coach wins you a Super Bowl and has had that much success, I think you give them the benefit of the doubt to finish the year. Like you were just eliminated from the playoffs. Nothing that you do is going to change that. Let the guy finish off the season. I think that's just showing a little bit of respect for what he was able to accomplish there. But throws to the right and incomplete. Let me see here. Steve, well, unfortunately, he will not be the first and last one to lose addiction in the NFL. Sad to see. 100%. 100%. Patrick, snow starting to come down. It's coming down hard, man. Mr. Jeffrey's addiction has taken too many greats from us in all walks of life, just not sports. Very true, man. Very, very true. Yeah, man, it sucks, man. 3rd and 6 here, and that goes nowhere. The run gets nothing. 4th down coming up. We almost had a scuffle there. Let's go. Throw some punches, throw some elbows, maybe a bite. Wait, by the way, McCarthy to the Steelers. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? Sorry, that was a SNL skit there. Keenan Thompson. Yeah, dude, I'm hoping the best for Big Mike, man. Seems like always like a good dude. I know he gets a lot of flack and the kick is wide right 46-yarder by Borregales. Not good. This is his second miss of the day. First one was wide left. This one just never curved back in, and it was going wide right the entire way. We got 11 seconds left in the third. David, he bills it. The Bills are like, the heck? Haven't we suffered enough? I like McCarthy even though he's coached 2 teams I have been bred to hate. That's fair. That's fair. I don't blame you, man. But yeah, man, it was yeah, man, with McCarthy going to Pittsburgh, man, I think the Rooneys are now looking to rebuild. That was one thing, like you weren't sure, like if they go young, if they went with a young head coach, I think you would start to see some of the older players, some of the more expensive ones, potentially kind of being traded or just cut. But I think with McCarthy coming in, I think they're trying to see if they can kind of do like a little bit of a retooling, refresh, instead of a full rebuild. But they're going to need to rebuild that secondary, man. That secondary is old, slow, and expensive. And it was not particularly good on top of that. So, Patrick, damn, 46 yards with the wind, and he misses. Yeah. A little bit of snow probably played a part in it, but man, that was, that thing just never looked like it was curving back in. Steve, the thing about the players is like they came, like us, they came from poor areas, so we forget that sometimes. Very true, man. So many of these guys, man, they come from very, very humble beginnings, man, and that's, to me, that's why I've always rooted for these guys, like any player. Like unless they show that they are a terrible human being, I always root for these guys to get that big contract, man, because like that could just change your life, man. The amount that they like the amount of stories that you hear from like from these guys being able to pay off their grandparents' home, who have like owned that house for like 30 plus years and still trying to pay it off. To be able to do that for your parents or your grandparents that probably took care of you, sacrificed for you, it's awesome. It's awesome. Nobody on this earth is perfect, man. We all struggle, but I feel like the majority of the people around, man, we do our best, and to be able to have the opportunity to give something like that to somebody, man, significant to you, it's always good. Run by Harvey, picks up about 2. Second down coming up, and that'll be the end of the third. We head to the fourth with the snowflakes flying, and the points are hard to come by here. We'll see if the Broncos can get something going to start the fourth. I'd like to see McCarthy with a young defense, 100%. I think the average age of the Steelers D graduated with McCarthy. Yeah, man, a lot of those guys were freshmen when Big Mike was a senior in high school, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Like, trying to think of who is the oldest player on that Steelers defense. Not Ramsey. Ramsey is still probably like in his, early 30s, late 20s? Cam Hayward. Yep. Cam is like, 30, 36. Nobody wants the Browns job. Honestly, man, I don't think they're trying. I don't think the Browns are trying to look because I haven't gotten a call. You know, I mean, I wouldn't take it, but the fact that they haven't called me, I feel like is rude. I don't know. They're not really looking. Ramsey is 36, I thought. Me being as poor as I am wouldn't take the Browns job. They'll be like, we'll offer you $10 million. Be like, that sounds good, but do I actually have to do the job? Like, do I have to live in Cleveland? Do I have to actually coach the team, or can I just accept the job and then just like resign, like Bill Belichick did? They're like, no, you have to be here. I'm like, yeah. Honestly, the Costco next to me is they're looking for people too. I think I'm going to look at them first, but I'll get back to you. Dude, the snow is coming down hard over there in Mile High, dude. Holy cow. Be honest, no one wants to live in Cleveland, let alone play for a team there. All right, quick throw to the left. And that picks up a yard just across the 40-yard line. And we got 3rd and 6. Look at Tracy Wolfson. She got snow all up in her brows right there. Looking like Mrs. Claus. Also, shout out to Tracy Wolfson. She never gets enough respect, man. Being on the sidelines in the elements when you got 2 guys in the booth. An absolute legend. Throw to the right, and it's incomplete. Marcus Jones making a freaking great defensive play, man. That ball was in little Jordan Humphrey's grasp. But Marcus Jones said, no. Let me slap that out of your hands real quick, buddy. Jones looking like Darrelle Revis out there, man. Mr. Jeffries, does it look like a real snow game, or is it just flurries? I mean, there's quite a bit of snow on the ground now for sure. It looks like flurries. There's not like a whole lot of big flakes that you can see, but when they kind of pan out and show the whole stadium, like it's got some. I mean, you can barely see it from like those helicopter shots or the blimp shots or whatever. I don't know but yeah, you can barely see the field. All right, so Broncos punting it away again. Dude, I don't know if we're going to get another score in this game. Dave, let me see. Tracy Wolfson is solid because I don't hear from her when she's not doing her job. Yep. She does her job and just lives her life, man. Doesn't try to do too much. Doesn't try to make it about her. The woman is a professional, and we need more of that, in my opinion. You get a lot of people trying to make their own personal brands. Which, hey, I get it. Not knocking it. I'm just saying. Sometimes you're just like, all right, calm down. Dave, they repainted the lines. Yeah, man, they had that Microsoft Paint, just kind of. I'm waiting for them to kind of erase them with that little eraser by hand. Just do. I just want to know, when will Cleveland and the Jets and Arizona be a good team at least? Man, dude. Honestly, the 3 things that those teams have in common, it's not that they hired bad coaches. It's not that they haven't been able to find a great quarterback for a long time. Those are part of it for sure. But the thing that has not changed in the last, 20, 30 years for any of those teams, for the most part, right? The Jets, yeah, is ownership. Ownership, I think, is one of the biggest issues for some of the worst teams that are consistently bad. Like, we've seen teams over the last 15 years, especially, be able to change their fortunes. The Commanders did it. All of a sudden, without Snyder dragging them down, they finally had a decent team. They were bad this year, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, man, ownership is plays a bigger factor than I think a lot of people would ever want to admit, because once you start criticizing billionaires, you know, they get all in their feelings about it. Whiteout from above, love it. Snow games. Did I tell you it's 80 here, Sunny? Can I have like 20 degrees from you? I'll take 10 degrees from you. It's gonna be a run. Stevenson with a great run, running with some power, picking up 11 and a first down for the Patriots. 80 degrees, man. You lucky dog. To me, that's a little bit too warm for me. I'm more of like a 67 kind of guy. Give me 67 with some sun. Oh, I would almost sleep outside. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 31. May under center. Hands it off to Stevenson again, able to sidestep a tackler and picks up a yard on the play. MS Paint doesn't get enough respect. 100%, man. 100%. Dude, the one thing that changed so much for me when I found out, this was 10 years, like over 10 years ago at this point. I didn't know if you circled something with the eraser and then clicked it, it would basically eliminate that thing. I thought you had to do the whole thing, and I was like, it takes forever. It's a game changer, man. It's going to be a run up the gut, and that's good for a gain of nearly 5 yards for Ramondre Stevenson. Mr. Jeffrey, Steve, these 3 teams will be good at this rapture. End of times, buddy. There you go. You can't be the 3 worst teams if there's no other teams above you. All right, we got 3rd and 4 here. Ball at the 37. May in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Able to pick up the blitz. May trying to direct traffic. Steps up in the pocket, and it's going to be brought down for a sack. The Broncos defense keeping them in the game. All right, so we got 4th down. The punt is away. It's not going to be a great punt. It'll go out of bounds somewhere around the 30. The 30-yard line. You guys going to get a good trade from Malik in the offseason, right, dude? Looks special. We'll see, man. I mean, his contract is over technically, so the Packers would need to they would need to re-sign him or franchise tag him, which I don't think they'll do. At least not the franchise. Maybe he'll resign, but yeah, man, I don't know. Packers may not get a chance to trade him for something, but if a team does sign him to a decent contract, the Packers could get a compensatory pick in the draft. Not this year, but next year, 2027. Patrick May holds the damn ball so long. It's amazing he hasn't been sacked 10 times today. Very true, man. He's been willing to risk it. Stidham was doing that earlier, but I think he learned his lesson after that fumble. Packers have to get at least a third round for Willis. I don't know, man. Like, could I see a team trading? Once again, the Packers would need to re-sign him because his contract is over. They can't trade him technically until the. Um, they can't trade him this year unless they basically have a 1 year contract with him. So we'll see what Malik decides to do. Like, to be honest with you, I would rather the Packers give him a 2 year contract, 10 to 12 million a year to be a backup, because he has been incredible for the Packers. But something tells me he can probably there's a good chance he can probably pick up more than 12 million. I could see somebody giving him anywhere between 20 to 30 mil, maybe. 30 mil is definitely on the high end, but I could see it. It'll probably be like a 3 year contract that's more of like a 1 year, 2 year contract where they can, if it doesn't work out, they can cut him after the first year, but we'll see. My bad, thought he had 1 more year on his contract. No, not yet. Because when they traded for him, he was already in his third season, I think. It's going to be a handoff to the right, and Harvey able to find the corner and picks up 11 on that run. Yeah, because I'm trying to think here. I think when Tennessee traded him away, he was about to enter his third regular season. And then, third, and then this season would have been his fourth in the NFL. All right, 2nd and 1. Hand off to Harvey. Bouncing it to the left and unable to sidestep the entire Patriots defense. Able to make 2 guys miss, but not the rest. Might have actually lost a yard on the play. Dolphins would pay him $55 million. Maybe. I'm not going to lie. It would suck for the Dolphins to handicap themselves with that much money tied up into one player, but I would be happy for Malik. Seems like a good dude. Very humble. Very, very humble guy. We got 3rd and 1. Handoff up the gut. Picks up 3 and a first down for the Broncos, man. Stuffed like a pepperoni pizza, baby. Has anybody had a stuffed crust pepperoni pizza recently, man? From anywhere, honestly. I remember growing up as a kid, dude. It was always the best, man. I always wanted the crust, man. The stuffed crust. It was always the best. All right, ball at the 43 here. 1st and 10. I can't even see the lines anymore on the field. And Stidham pressured, rolling to his right, and will throw it away. 2nd down coming up. I heard Tua's going to the Steelers. I'm joking. Miami stuck with him. I think. Let me see what his contract looks like. All right, Hawk Tua. Oh, sorry, that's not the person. Sorry, couldn't help. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 43. Stidham alone in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Throws to the right, and that play was already being blown up while the ball was in the air. 3rd and 10. Mr. Jeffries, I'm not going to lie, Little Caesar upped their game with their stuffed crust. My fat ass was blessed. I did not know they did stuffed crust. Okay. I have to check it out. Gonna have to check it out. Yeah, when I was in college, I worked in the dorms, and for my with my coworkers, especially like when it was like a when they did like a great job, like when they were able to get done early, I always gave them the option to either leave early or we could have like a little bit of a pizza party. Throws, and that's only going to pick up about 3 yards, if that. That was on third and long. All right. Basically, the Broncos were just like, yeah, we're going to punt. But yeah, man, I made a stuffed crust pizza. That's why I was bringing that up. And yeah, dude, turned out great. You gotta be very careful with the dough, man, because you gotta stretch it out a little bit at the end. But you can't stretch it out too much, otherwise the cheese will just bust right through, and they'll just go all over the oven, and it's a whole mess. I learned that lesson. But yeah, man, after that, dude, I was the king of stuffed crust, man. So good. All right, punt is away. Not gonna lie, I have no idea where it went out. I know it went out of bounds before the end zone there, so it's probably gonna be somewhere around the 10 to 15, maybe. I don't know. It's tough to tell. I can't see the lines anymore. Can't see the lines. Was that pizza made with construction paper and chalk? Maybe. You know, this was like 10 years ago, so back then the economy wasn't as bad, so it was made with real stuff. But nowadays, I probably would have made that with some construction paper and some chalk. You know, in this economy, man, you can't afford actual cheese. Forget about the vegetables and the meat. Jeez. That's a heck of a callback, though, man. Had pizza today. Delish. Pizza and football. Can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong, man. All right, so the deal with Tua runs through 2028 with 54 million guaranteed for 2026. Holy Nikes. Yeah, they're not getting out of that deal this year. Not this year. So so what they could do, yeah, so his dead money cap hit if they decide to cut him would be $99 million. So yeah, no. The potential out is going to be in 2027. It would be $34 million of dead money if they cut him after this season. So yeah, Tua will be on the Dolphins roster this year unless somehow they decide to do what the Broncos did and just still cut him like they did Russell Wilson back in the day. Cheeses for the Kings nowadays. As meek peasants, we get pencil shavings on our raw dough. Heck yeah. But you got to get that number two pencil shavings, all right, man? All right? Just because we're poor doesn't mean we can't get quality pencil shavings, all right? Make sure it's a legit number two pencil, as your teacher in second grade said. The shavings are a little bit smoother. Oh, oh! The running back who was gonna get the handoff, Stevenson, slips, and then May, who was trying to make something out of nothing, tries to run, and he slips. A result of the play, a loss of a good amount of yards. Wow. Stevenson trips, slips, and then May trying to run up the gut here to try to make something once again out of a broken play cannot keep his footing. All right, 2nd and 13, ball all the way back at the 5. Hand off to Stevenson, and he picks up most of the yardage that they lost on the previous play. Wow, they are stuck with Tua for a good minute. Yeah. Anyway, it's snowing in Denver. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. Did you ever see a number 1 or number 3 pencil in school? LOL, I think that was all made up. They gotta keep the illusion. Drake rolling out to his right and cannot find his receiver. And we got a quick 3 and out. All right, man. We are going to get a messy, messy fourth quarter here. We got 7:01 on the clock. 7:01. Oh, man. Tinfoil hat time on the pencil. Don't go down that rabbit hole. You won't like what you see. Oh, man. The ball goes out of bounds somewhere. I think it. Oh, whoa! Actually, I was gonna say I got it to the other side of the 50, but the referee is showing that the Broncos will get the ball with some decent field position. Yeah, like even the announcers, even Tony Romo is like, I don't know, man. It's probably the 32. I have no idea. This game is about to be 10-10. Please, no. Let it end. Let it be either 14-10 or 7-10. I don't want this to go on for another 30 minutes. It's already rough. It's cold. Yes, it is. Are they already in field goal range? I think so, maybe. Where are we? Ball at the 33 of the Patriots. So, yes, technically this would be a field goal range, but maybe in these conditions, not so much. Hand up to Harvey, and he loses 3 yards on the play. Well. Wah, wah. That was a bad punt. 100%, my man. 100%. Maybe overtime. Is Collinworth calling the Seahawks game? Please, God. No. That's a good question. I think it is. I think it's Fox. And it's going to be a throw to Harvey on the left side. And he is going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain, 3rd and long coming up. Yeah, because I think NBC has the Super Bowl this year, so they don't get any of the conference games, I think. So. All right, ball at the 35 here. Thank you, Jesus. Stidham. Gonna take off and run, and he slides after picking up what looks like about 6 or 7 yards. Maybe, and I mean maybe, 8. All right, we're going to see if Will Lutz can make a field goal here from 46 yards out, 15 per mile hour winds there. I don't know why I couldn't speak there. My apologies. And the kick is no good. Well, that ball looked about as good as I spoke. So not very good. Not very good. Wow, man, it has been a rough game here. Yeah, wide left. Oh, it was actually blocked. It was blocked. One of the defenders able to get a couple fingers on it. Just Also, David, I'm not exactly sure if you're laughing at me or the kick or both. Either way, I respect it. He McManus the hell out of that field. Like McManus is at home. It's like, the hell did I do? I just trying to do my job, man. All right. Run to the left by the Patriots, and that is good for about 3. I think the Patriots might just win this because of this by default. Like, I don't know if we're going to get any more points in this game, man. Nobody can make a field goal at this point. Laughing at the kick only. Okay. And the run is going to get stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 1. Sean was right. Denver fans will have plenty of rest after this game. Ooh. Well, I just hope this game ends. Oh, man. Should have taken those 3 points when it wasn't snowing. 100%. And another run on 3rd and long, and it gets nada. The Patriots do not need to score any more points. They are very much happy with just eating up as much clock as they can. We got 3:05 on the clock, 3:05, and it is running. Oh, man. David, if the punter could just get a clean one away and pin Denver back, that would be great. As a Niners fan, it was extremely easy to turn off the Seattle game 4 minutes. Well, you didn't want to see the Niners kick those 2 field goals, man? Just saying, man. They were making it close for a second there, and then it just no. Yeah, that was the game, the opening kickoff, right, by Shaheed. Yeah, dude, Shaheed has been a heck of a player for the Seahawks, man. Explosive plays. All right, and actually, Denver used their second timeout there. They stopped the clock at 3:11. And another rough punt there by the Patriots. Pinheiro was our MVP with 6 points. Heck yeah, brother. It's the whole offense for the 49ers in that game. Shaheed was amazing pickup by Seattle. 100%, man. 100%. All right, 1st and 10, ball at their own 32 are the Denver Broncos. Stidham flips one out to RJ Harvey, who is going to be only able to pick up actually nothing on that play. Apparently, Stidham couldn't throw the ball. He just kind of shot put the ball forward there. I don't know what he's doing. All right. I think the referees were being nice. They gave him a yard on the play. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Pressure by the Patriots. Stidham launching one deep to the right. And it's picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Yep. From what I am seeing here, unless there's a massive, massive play defensively or special teams wise for the Broncos, I think the Patriots are about to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl here with a 10-7 victory. Yeah, that ball was well underthrown. It was inside. The receiver never had a chance to even make a play on the ball. Picked. Yep. I mean, the Broncos technically do have a chance to get the ball back. There's 2:11. So they got the 2-minute warning. They got their own single timeout. They could get the ball back with a little over a minute left, but it's not looking great. It's going to be a run by Stevenson, and that is going to pick up 3, maybe 4. And that'll get us to the 2-minute warning. Mike Vrabel is 2 minutes away from sending the New England Patriots back to the Super Bowl in what would be his first season as their head coach. Gotta bounce. Cook dinner. Catch y'all on the next game. Awesome community y'all have here, Dave and company. Mr. Jeffries, appreciate you, brother. Have a good dinner, my man, and we'll catch you later, brother. 1 first down, and bye-bye Denver. 100%. The Jarrett Stidham-led Denver Broncos, man. They were looking good. They were looking solid, man. It was a quick 3-and-out to start the game, but that second drive, they looked great. Able to drive the ball down the field, got an explosive play in the passing game, able to score a touchdown there in the back of the end zone with Cortland Sutton. And since then, it has been nothing. Nothing. All right, man. Let me see here. Yeah, unfortunately, once the snow really hit, man, the Broncos offense just lost any kind of way to be able to move the ball down the field, man. The running game has been slowing down. They can't really find their footing. Can't open up holes against this really solid Patriots defense. And for the quarterbacks, man, just been unable to really find any kind of rhythm. Either NFC team probably beats the pants off these AFC teams. It's possible, man. Like The Patriots have now looked incredible in this game. Their defenses look good, obviously. But I don't know. I think it's a combination of the weather and the Broncos offense not being probably the best at this point. But yeah, man, it's hand off to the right side. And Stevenson is going to be stacked up for no gain. Third down coming up. And the Broncos are going to probably use that final timeout here. Chris struggling to understand Payton's decision making. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's like once I saw Stidham lose that fumble, like I'm not saying you pull him and put in somebody else, but you really gotta be like, okay, we gotta find ways to get the ball out quickly. And it just, I mean, there's been very little effort, man. The running game is not working. I don't know what's going on. And Drake May running, and he picks up the first, and the Patriots are headed back to the Super Bowl. First down, clock is stopped, but it's not going to matter. Drake May, in his second season, has led the Patriots back to the Super Bowl, man. Wow. And there it is, man. Victory formation coming up. Oh, we got a flag. It's going to be on the Broncos. Backup quarterbacks in bad weather, and you're trying to throw the ball down the field. Yep. Don't know why they didn't try to use Stidham's legs more, too. That's what I was going to say, man. Their biggest runs have been with Stidham. Just trying to find ways to... I feel like you could have probably schemed up some ways to find some room for him. But, I don't know. Yeah. First kneel down, and yeah, we're gonna bump these records to their proper resting place here. Broncos will finish the season 15-4 with the playoffs included. Unfortunately for them, Bo Nix, obviously that once that injury hit, you felt like the Patriots were the favorite. They did not play like the favorites. Barely able to win here, but they finished the game with 10 unanswered points. And they were clearly the better team once the snow started to hit. And the Patriots go into 17-3, have won now not one, not two, but 3 playoff games here to get back to the Super Bowl. All right, 3rd and 7, and we're just waiting for one more kneel down here. I have to say the refs really let him play today. Well, not many flags. No pass interference flags. Nothing questionable at all. So, and there it is. The kneel down, and this game is going to end 10-7. The Patriots winning another conference title, and they are the kings of the AFC once again. And this is going to be their 12th Super Bowl that they advance to. Freaking wild. All right, man. The Patriots are going to have a chance to, break the record, right? Break the record with a potential 7th Super Bowl title in 2 weeks from now. Holy cow. Have to say, and Patrick, see you in Seattle. I'll see you there, brother. But yeah, man, it's a tough one for the Broncos, man. A heck of a season, kind of just undone by an unbelievable and unexpected injury last week. But yeah, man. But congrats to the Patriots, man. I know a lot of people are not gonna like this but Bill Belichick is not there. Tom Brady's not there. A lot of the coaching staff from that Bill Belichick era are very much gone. The only guy that's still there is McDaniel, or McDaniels, I should say. But yeah, man, I think you can root for Mike Vrabel, especially for how he was kind of done in by the Tennessee Titans. It's fun to see Mike having some success. But hopefully the NFC can represent in the Super Bowl, man. Because yeah, break with Steelers to be 7 times. Yeah, man. Yeah, because the Steelers, they won four in the 70s, and they won one with Cowher and Mike Tomlin. So yeah, 6. That's the record, right? I'm trying to think here. Yeah, after those teams, I think it goes Dallas with 5, San Francisco with 5. I'm trying to think anybody else, but yeah. Parker Curry's, I hope Seahawks football beat Rams tonight. We're going to check it out, man. That game is going to start in about 25 minutes, so I will see you guys there. I'm going to get that all set up. It should be ready to go in the next couple of minutes, and I will see you guys in about 15 minutes, so around 5:20 Central Time. So give or take an hour for you guys. So thank you so much, man. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. What a freaking game. We got the Grassi posse coming through, and we hit over 200 subscribers on the channel during the stream. And on top of that, man, of course, we had the regulars here. Shout out to David. Shout out to Chris, Patrick, Steve, Parker Curry, Mr. Jeffries popping in here. Appreciate you, buddy. Let me see here. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anybody else. Seastrom, let's go. Always a regular, man. Captain Mickey Mouse was here for a bit. And holy cow, man. So many people popped in. But yeah, man, thank you so much, man. Thank you to everybody. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And once again, I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach.